fabric like rivers flowing to the floor. The hum of the machine, a steady beat, binding together where edges meet. Stitch by stitch, the world comes alive. Patch by patch, dreams start to thrive. Under this quilt of love we lay, swaying softly while the hours slip away. Every square a story sewn, every thread a love I've known. Hands may tire, but hearts will glow in the rhythm only quilters know. Stitch by stitch, the world comes alive. Patch by patch, dreams start to thrive. Under this quilt of love we lay, swaying softly while the hours slip away. Unite. Threads in my hand, weaving stories untold. Patterns like whispers in color so bold. Needles dance slow and sweet, piecing together hearts that meet. Stitch by stitch, the world comes alive. Patch by patch, dreams start to thrive. Under this quilt of love we lay, swaying softly while the hours slip away. Scissors sing sharp as the daylight pours. Fabric like rivers flowing to the floor. The hum of the machine, a steady beat, binding together where edges meet. Stitch by stitch, the world comes alive. Patch by patch, dreams start to thrive. Under this quilt of love we lay, swaying softly while the hours slip away. Every square a story sewn, every thread a love I've known. Hands may tire, but hearts will glow in the rhythm only quilters know. Stitch by stitch, the world comes alive. Patch by patch, dreams start to thrive. Under this quilt of love we lay, swaying softly while the hours slip away. Unite.
good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Hello, hello, hello. Missed you all. It's been 2 weeks. How's it going? Have you stayed out of trouble? I did not. This is not in my nature. I just can't. How's everybody doing? I'm a little stuffy, but we'll plug on. We'll do the best we can, okay? So don't be surprised if it's a shorter stream today, okay? So welcome in, everybody. Hello, hello. I'm going to say hi from the beginning of the page, so I don't miss anybody. Hello, Miss Pat Ada. She's always early. Happy to see you, my dear. Roxanne, April Green, Charlotte Poe, Miss Allison from her adventures to Scotland. Hopefully we have sound. We good? We good? Sometimes I mess up. Hello, Suzanne, and Pat Strawhouse, and Denise, and Dawn Stewart, Suzanne Taylor, Deborah Holdman, Delmarie, sorry, Elizabeth, Candy, and Roxanne. I don't want to miss anybody. I saw April. Hello, Gladys. How you doing? You feeling better? And Sophie, the star of the show, is right there for you guys to see. Hello, Monica. Good evening, everyone, from autumn-colored Austria. Hello from beautiful Nova Scotia. Look at she's so pretty. Look at the pretty Sophie. Hold on, I'll give you a treat just because you're so darn cute. Here, pup. You're so cute. She loves her mom. Anybody else coming in? Hello, hello. She didn't have to do anything for her. I just gave it to her. I'm so trained. I'll show you outside. The cows were there early. Oh, it looks like they're all gone, but the colors have changed. Okay, which hand? Gosh, she's like, you can't fool me, Mom. I'm too smart for you. Exactly. Well, it's close enough, Roxanne. It may not totally be a cookie for her, but it's good enough. Hello, Miss Pat Schneider. Are you going to tell everybody else what happened, Miss Pat? Because I won't. I'll keep your secret. Hello, Natalie. And you, how you doing? Lovely to see you too, my dear. And Tracy Albert. Am I missing anybody? I'm sorry. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Happy to see you. Doing laundry on her 45th wedding anniversary, being gone for over a week. Well, there could be better things, but, you know. Hello, Deborah Davidson, under the guise of Kirk, because she's at work, from beautiful California. Oh, here, let me show you outside. I'll take you outside with me. Here we go. Maybe? There we go. Hello, Sheila Grimes. How you doing? Hi, everyone, she says. Hello, hello. Yeah, so Sophie missed her mama a lot. She was giving the old snub shoulder to Munchkin the whole time. So, hello, Lori Clark. Welcome in. You can see the colors are starting to change in the trees. And that little gap there that you see between those trees there, that's the space where you can see the Trans-Canada Trail that runs through the property. Hello, Miss Tracy Provis and Irish Lady Sale, Lady Linda. Hello, good morning, Mama Pop and Sophie and all in chat. Hello, welcome in. How's everybody? Okay, remember, we're still giving away the September goodie bags, the bags, so exclamation September GW, okay? That's how it gets you in there. It is starting to look beautiful, isn't it? And this is the pattern for the bag that we're doing today, okay? We didn't get it finished like 2 weeks ago before we were heading out for the flight. What was I going to do? Oh, here. Okay, so if you haven't had a chance to enter, make sure you do that. There we go. Okay, so at least it's popped in there. So you can, all you do is just click it. You don't have to be here to win. You just have to, you know, give me your email address. Okay. And we've had a few little adventures so far. You like the colors in the trees? Yeah, I know people who don't normally get a chance to see those color changes. Really appreciate it. So, hello, Miss Practically Creative. I was really sad not to be able to meet up with you while we were in Florida. So, sorry. And I ended up getting sick anyways. So, you know, what happened? It just is what it is. I hope everybody's doing okay. I missed you guys. You're like my homies, right? Okay, so this was the first of September's bag. We were using our scrap squares from our May project of our pixelated heart adventure. Remember that? That was fun. And May was obviously to honor my mom's birthday, as well as, you know, Mother's Day and feeling all the love for everybody and stuff like that. So, yeah. Hello, Cheryl. Katie Krabs. Nice. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. Oh, yeah, so that was the first one. I did make little tags. What do you think of my little tags I made? So I used the embroidery machine. I made the MPQS for Mama Pop Quilt Shop. And then I had these little rings because we had them for some 3D printed keychains. Okay. Oh yeah, checking me chat. Yeah, I got some ink while I was away. Look at me. Sporting a tat down here. You guys can't see my other ones, but yeah, she said I had beautiful skin. I was like, yes, thank you. Lots of freckles, but you know, whatever. So it's beautiful. I love it. That was one of my mom's favorite flowers, and I really love the scissors. So yeah, I love it. So this was the first bag that we did. So it's multicolor on the outside, and then like the white patchy work on the color on the inside. So that was the first one. Second one, we designed our own because, you know, we were feeling the love that day, so we tried to make a nice big heart. Whee! Except the thread that I don't want in there. Okay, you know, hold on. Let's trim that up. What is going on around here? Okay, so and then, of course, you can have this as like a needle holder. You can pop your little needles in there, so on and so forth, and then zipper on up. You don't have to take it all the way down. You don't have to open it up all the way. You can like just sew it part way for the zipper or whatever. But yeah, I made those little tabs. Zoom in. Oh, for the little, hold on, let me, thank you, Tracy Albert. I appreciate it. Hold on, I'll put you the over the shoulder cam. Okay, so that's what I did. And then I put a little, these buttons I picked up while I was in California because I loved them and they were just so pretty with the rainbow, and I finally being able to put them on some of my own little tabs, for pull tabs. Oh man, that will make an amazing, actually, you know what? Someone else said that the last time too. It was amazing scissor bag. So yeah, hey, let's check that out, shall we? Will one of my big beasties fit in there? They will. Yeah, but you would probably want to stitch that, tick that down, tack that down. Oh, words are hard. Okay, that's a good idea there, Lori. Look at you, thinking with your noodle. Love it, love it. Yeah, anyway, so there's that one. And then, because we were making our fabric, so of course that takes longer, right? So this Saturday, what was it, 13th, just before, yeah, because we left right after stream. I was working on this one. I didn't get the zipper on, but I do have it now. So this is the third one that is up for grabs. I finished it off a different way because of the way I was using my fabric, right? If you wanted to not do a patchwork on the inside, you would just leave a gap here in your project to be able to turn it right side out, okay? So you didn't have to do this or whatever, so. I think they wanted to zoom in on your, oh, is that what it was? Oh, I thought it was the tab. Okay. Sorry, Roxanne. Hold on. Let's see if I can you see that? Is that okay? My mistake. Thank you, Candy. I appreciate that. I was looking at some like lobster ones, but I'm like, are you kidding me? That ain't happening. I might be able to turn the camera a bit. Hold on. Let's there. Look at me flexing me muscles. I'm all hulking it. Kidding. Stop for gas so I can say hello, everyone. Heading to Erin so she can help me with my tablet. Oh, what's up with your tablet? And tell Erin I said hello. Thank you. Thank you. Hold on. Let me squish you back out. You don't need that close. You don't need that close. Hold on. Maybe a little bit. I'm glad you liked the tags. So yeah, that made me happy. I was like, okay, what can I think of that would represent us and not having to, you know, type out Mama Pop Quilt Shop or, you know, made by LL or, you know what I mean, sort of thing. So, but yeah, so there we go. Isn't she cute? So I got another one ready to rock. I'm hoping we can finish the bag today, and I just have to sew the little button on it and stuff, okay? It's called an ulstramarium. That's one you gotta wrap your tongue around. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, you do. It's of the lily family, and calla lilies was another one of her favorites, but she was very allergic to them. She loved the look of them, but she couldn't like be near them. So, and that was like, they remind me of that's what I was hoping for. Thank you, Candy. You got it, girl. I appreciate it. Thank you, Suzanne. It does kind of look like a bit of a tiger a little bit. It's called an ulstramarium. Trust me, it took me a long time to say that correctly. And I still think I'm saying it wrong. I'll take your scissors back out of the bag, otherwise you will start looking for them. Oh no, I did. But good call there, Anio. She knows me so well. Okay, so what we're going to do is just we're going to plug away. So I've already saved a little time. And this week when I wasn't feeling the greatest and I didn't stream on the Tuesday, I was sewing some of the fabric that we're going to use today. Okay, so making the bits and the bobs left over. That was so brave to I don't know. It took me a while. Hey, Heather P, welcome in. Big hugs to you, my dear. I did wrap tape like I did, because this was supposed to be planned like way back in January. But Miss Allison didn't allow it on the time schedule, so we didn't get our tag. But that's okay. We got it this time around. So I really wanted something like on where I could see it, because my other ones are up here. I got a big huge dragonfly up here, and then I've got something that I designed over on this side, which has my husband, like Kent's initial and Marcus's initial, and our dog at the time with a Z. It's like in the ray. It's kind of like a astrological thing. Anyways, it was my first. So that was like way back in 2000 in Vegas, like of all the places. Well, Flagstaff, Arizona, but whatever, close enough. Annie, I thought she left them in there for? No, oh no, I didn't. I took them out. You guys are watching, keeping my eyes on you. So yeah, so I put some tape around my arm to see like where was it going to bother me visually to have a tattoo there, because I don't really have one, and Pop and I have discussed it, and he just said just not your face and your hands, and I'm like, okay, well I can deal with that. And most times I'm always wearing like my layers. I've got like 4 layers on right now, so most of them is usually a sleeve anyway, so I could always pull it over if it bothered me, but it doesn't. I love it actually. Every time I see it, think of me mom. She's been gone for like 5 years now, so. Looking through flexing your muscles with scissors and flowers. I was flexing my muscles. Gosh, I'm a tat now. I'm a pirate. Yeah, maybe I was thinking that too there, Annie. Maybe she's not on live chat. Hello, my quilt projects. Welcome in. Okay, if I missed anybody, hi, welcome in. We're going to work on one of these, okay? If you want to enter to win, you got to do the thing. Okay, so let's do this. I have already traced it out. Okay. And then we're going to trim it out, okay? I do. Hey, Amelia the Stitcher. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody kept saying it was very appropriate for me. So I'm like, well, that's good. Even the guy who tatted up my dragonfly on my shoulder, he made a comment. He goes, that's a very appropriate tattoo for you, Laura Lynn. I'm like, thanks. I fixed his heirloom quilt. Remember, I put it on the long arm and took like a netting and saved all the fabric, like saved it as it was and just stitched right over. So you take your scissors and you cut out the line you've traced. I'm headed back down the road. Be listening. Okay, drive safe, Miss Lois. Drive safe. And what a fabulous time we had at her place. Gracious host. Spoiled everybody rotten. It was a good time. Until Fergus the Killer Frog showed up. I don't want to tell you the story of Fergus the Killer Frog, but I kind of want to tell you the story of Fergus the Killer Frog. He came out of nowhere, and I swear he was going for the jugular. It's not true, but it felt that way. Hey, Wendy K, how you doing, my dear? I have to say, it was so awesome to be able to hug you in person. It really was. And just to hang out with you and share a meal and just hang out, sew and chat. It was good. Love the Bargello. Thank you. That was one of my blue ones. I did. My green was my first, which I love. I love green. That's one of my favorite colors. So, and with the poppy yellow and the gold, it really was really good. So this was my second attempt. Switch to the side so you can see it. And it was blue with a little pop of green and white and some gray. So it was a combination, but and it did it a bit of a different style too. So it is on sideways on the wall, but I kind of like it that way. Feels like it's like a TV screen. I'm just coming in, coming out. I'll tell it to us. Ellen and her frog stealing mission went slightly wrong. Okay, listen, I'm telling you, he was coming for the throat. He was just starting at my arm and coming right up this way. Hey, Laura, how you doing? Hey, Donna P. Hey, Shelly Sews. Working on quilted hugs for cancer patients. Oh, nice. Good on you, girl. Hey, Linda Denton. Where's my tea? Oh, yeah, cheers. Cheers, everybody. Welcome in. Oh, Renee, so it seems. I'm lagging, rewound to see tattoo catch. Oh, okay, gotcha. So she was a little behind. Wendy saved me. when Wendy saved me from Fergus the Killer Frog. I don't think I've squealed like a girl like that in like a very, very long time. In my defense, well, no, I really have not. Lois did warn me. There it. Hold on. Let me share it for you there, Lori. Hold on. Paste. I did have it earlier, but there we go. Because somebody were asking about it last time, so, and I had not. Okay. So once we got that, ow, don't stab yourself with the pins. Okay. Once we got all that cut out, okay, that's our little outside template. You can just use a piece of fabric for the inside. I went and did this for the inside like we had for this one because I like the lighter fabric to pop out what, you know, whatever color you got going on in here, right? Like so. Okay, so just use it all up. And then this way we'll have a nice seam in the center and we can maybe prevent doing this. But there's nothing wrong with it. Like putting the binding over the tip edge, okay, right? He was trying to, I just didn't want him to get squished by my laptop. Well, and the fact he was trying to climb up my arm. Eric's not in the wild today. Eric just got up from a nap and he said, hi. What time did your flight get in there last night there, Miss Allison? And then I have some for some smaller ones if we get our stuff together, okay? So what we want to do with this one is allow for a little bit of seam allowance because we're going to want to put those two together. So we're going to put one on top of the other. Okay. And this says go on the fold, but again, we're going to make sure we're allowing for seam allowance. Make sure we're lined up. Pop a few pins in and then we'll trace out, okay? Being at the long arm for the first time since June. Oh, nice! What you been working on there? My quilt projects. I worked on Lois's long arm. That was very different from my Gamel Statler. For sure, sorry. Choking on life. I'm choking on life. Yeah, we did have a great time. So many good memories. Okay, so we're going to cut the other one out just like this one. First, we're going to trace it. We're just like at the hair of our chinny chin chin there. So maybe I might want to be shifting Roni. Hold on. Un momento. I think we're just going to shift this. We seem to be a little cattywampus. There we go. That's better. That's better. Let's check ourselves before we wreck ourselves. I will say you have a good set of lungs on you. Very loud when the frog attacks. Yeah, well, okay, yes. I'm sure the neighbors heard me too. Oh my gosh. And then I was a little bit mortified afterwards, right? So I was like, oh my gosh, you just squealed like a 2-year-old. At about 8. Oh, okay. 8 last night? Is that what you mean? Went for a 7-kilometer walk today and collected 20 liter of trash, 2 full bags. Oh my gosh, really, Anya? What trail were you going? Just around your house? Went to my favorite quilt shop in Kentucky. Spent $175. What did you get, Deborah? What'd you get? Yeah, it was one of those had to be there kind of moments, and then I kind of sat in the corner hanging. I know, I was so embarrassed, Shelley. I was mortified. I was like, oh my gosh, get a grip, girl. This is a frog. I like frogs. I wasn't going to kiss them. It was too funny. At the time, I was terrified, but afterwards, it was very funny. And thank goodness Wendy was there. She just, like, scooped him up all nonchalantly, like, she's just brave hero. Like, I'll save you, Laura Lynn. Don't you worry. No, I'm glad there was no video. There was no captioning going on there. I did take a few bit of footages, but I was just so more in the moment of just hanging out with everybody. So enjoyed it. You guys ratted on me. You were supposed to tell Pop I was like spieling and spoofing into the driveways and stuff, leaving clouds of dust, being a little Leadfoot Larry. As soon as they had the first opportunity, they were like, do you know what your wife did? He does now. It's no hiding from it. You'll post, oh, awesome. Okay, awesome, Deborah. I can't wait to see your stash. What you got going on? Exclamation September, SEPTGW for the September giveaway. Okay, and I'm hoping to have like 5 or 6 to be able to give away. I mean, if I get my stuff together, I could. Hello, Nadine. Hello, Lorlyn. I just got my beautiful quilt. You're welcome. I'm glad you love it. That makes me very happy. Yeah, I mailed off a bunch of things from when I was down there at Lois's place. So thank you, Lois, for helping me sort that out. We landed our double-decker 380 at about 5:30 p.m. Luggage retrieval took a while. And then we went to our Veracruz Mexican restaurant for our hometown flavors and margarita. Nice. Cheers. Sounds delicious. GW there, Irish lady. I'm so behind with my fox and rat. I took it with me. I looked at it. That's about all I did. I worked on the bear, the Claire bear for my niece, my great niece Claire. So I worked on the bear for cross stitching. In fact, I have a picture of me stitching while in line waiting for my bag check-in. I shared it with Miss Allison. Okay, so on that side note, does anybody know Judy Hebert? I have sent her 2 emails in regards to the August giveaway. The 2 quilts behind me. One was made for her, well, for the winner, and then the other was supposed to be given away to charity. So we made 2, one for you guys and one for charity. So I have not heard from her. I've sent her like 2 emails and still haven't heard anything. So does anybody know of her? Come across her on any other channels? Have a contact? So I mean, she did enter for August, so the information would have been relatively newish. So. The pouch would make great first aid. It would. It would. There would be a lot of little things you could totally put in it, like makeup, shaving kit, you know, knickknacks, doodads, whatchamacallits, all the thingies. Thank you. Thank you. There you go. Nat and I will be starting ours on Wednesday. Oh yeah, is that the first? Is that really? Is that really already the first? And is that Natalie's birthday the first? Because I know it's usually her month that she wanted to try it in. I will see you. Really? Okay, will you please let her know that she wanted to check her email, because I'd like to mail it off, you know, like as much as I like hanging out with both quilts, you know. I would like to share. And here's what they look like here. We used it was called bricks and stones or something like that. So this was the stones part, and then this was the bricks part. This one I quilted up with gray thread and swirls, and then here, Mama Pop Quilt Shop, August 2025, Scrappy Adventure, Big Hugs, Lorlyn Fulford, right? So that was that one. And then this one was with the blue and then the swirls with the stars. It's very pretty. I like this one too. And then this backing actually goes in such a variety of color. Here, let me just flop it out so you can see it. It's so pretty. I love this backing. It's a wide back. I love working with wide back. So it goes like super dark so you can really see the stitch out. And then it goes like into the light, or to the medium, and then like the super light and stuff like that. So it's such a pretty project. Okay. Uh-oh. Did I do my hair? Oh, we are on mail. Are you kidding? Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me, Suzanne. Are we serious? Oh my goodness. I hate Canada Post right now. Okay, so yeah, those were the 2. Those were the 2. So she got to pick which one she wanted, and then the other one was going to go to charity. Well, that makes me ripping mad now. I'm going to have me a Zen moment. They already made me irritated when they changed the policy for mailing down to the States. I got to jump through like flipping hoops now. Okay, hold on. Flip that out. pouch. Aren't they cute? Great I Spy project. These and so many. It was like 112 fabrics that had to be different to go into this project. So, and that was easily doable. Surprisingly enough. Sorry if I cough in your ear. I'm sorry. I'm still down with some sort of bug wug. I don't know what it is. Marcus has it now too, and he's not happy. Okay, so yes, please let her know there my quilt projects. Okay, thank you. And I've been waiting to hear back from her. I was hoping to mail it when I was down at the States, but that didn't work. So, all right, let's get working. Oh, here, let's put you outside for a moment. Look at the colors. When did they go on strike? What's something in the way here? Jeepers creepers. All right, there we go. Here, it's this one. There you go. You just have to click there, Deborah. Okay, and fill that out. Oh, excuse me. Thursday night, jeepers creepers. Yeah, they're irritating me too, babe. I hear you. Flipping annoying. Okay. Well, let's at least try and get one pouch done. Okay. How is Kent feeling? Like crud. We all kind of are, you know. Hello there, C-Web. How you doing? What's going on? I'm hoping to pass this. I didn't get to go for my treatment on Thursday, so I'm more miffed about that. And I'm not calling them until I feel better, so, because there's no point. Especially when it seems to be going around the house. I know the trees are turning, aren't they? They're so beautiful. They're so beautiful to me. I will call my friend to get the real details, says Lori. Just get the real deeds. You okay? Yeah, I'm okay there, Nadine. The best can be. I mean, like I said, I'm more irritated. I miss my treatment, so my infusion treatment, because of course that just doesn't set well for everything else, right? Okay, so what I want to do is actually kind of even up this edge. It is like all ragged and raw, so let's trim him out. Where's my little cutting mat? There you are. There you are, cutting mat. There you are, rotary cutter. And ruler, which is hanging on the wall. See, I tidied up so much. I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't think. Oh, yeah, there is. Oh, yeah, there is today there, Miss Donna Faye. How you doing? Welcome in, my dear. All right, now we got a nice smooth edge. Okay, we got our two pieces. Okay, so we got our top and our bottoms. Here is our outside piece, and we want to put our zipper on. Okay, so I got a nice long zipper tape, and I threaded these little suckers on, and they are not fun. You need like 5 hands to put a zipper on. I kid you not, no. Yeah, 3 would be nice. A third hand, I keep saying, ever since like when Marcus was born, having a baby, a third hand, like coming right out of your belly, outward this way, I know it's a little bit alien, would have been perfect. Because then that hand could have held the baby while you did all the other things around. And at this point in time, this could also be handy, is that the other third hand could be holding something as you're yanking the zipper. Or you're holding and it's yanking, so whatever. Hey, Kelly Quilts and Cruises. How you doing? Cheers, everybody. My teacup's almost empty. I have had that crud for going. Oh no! Don't tell me it's going to stick around for 3 weeks. No way. I thought I did from the easier side there, Annie O. I thought I did. Oh, hold on. Why is that? Okay, there we go. For some reason, YouTube is being all acting up and annoying. Okay. All right, so what we want to do, so to do this pouch, this is how our zipper is going to go. Okay, we're going to go from one end all the way over to the other. And what we want to do is kind of cut off more than what we need so we can tuck the excess down into the seams, okay? You need lessons from Tracy A. She does it like magic. Probably. Oh, yeah. Well, maybe it won't last too long there, Tracy Albert. Got shots for almost everything this morning. Had to get doc's clearance. Never have any symptoms except for ear infection from the positive COVID. Really? I don't think it's COVID that we got. So, it just seems like we not a fever and no chills. Just like seems to be congested and stuff like that. Can someone tell me, is it necessary to put the zipper head through the zip twice, or is it not? What do you mean through the head twice? Here, I'll show you. I'll show you how I fight with it. If I can find my other little zips. Hold on. Got my bag of goodies, and probably not. Oh, there it is. There's one in here. Okay. This is actually a smaller zip than normal. What is it? YYK or YKK or something like that. Okay, so let's load that on, and then we'll split it. Okay, just like that. I get my email sent yesterday. I saw your message on Facebook of all your injuries. Okay, so once you have a nice clean cut, we're gonna pop our zipper head. So this is where the third hand comes in handy. I'm not kidding you. Some people use a fork, like the tongs of a fork or bent tongs of a fork. I've tried that. I don't get it. Zip pulls are not hard to do. Yeah, you say that, girl. And then you kind of load a little bit from on one side. Oop, hold on. A little bit on one side and then a little bit on the other. Okay. It'll be okay. You kind of like, gotta squish them on. And then when you kind of, they got to go like at the same time so those teethies can like meet up. You know, like they're having like a little party. Having a party. And we're going to get on the zipper. Sorry, my hands are fiddly today. Yeah, a little tedious. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That it wasn't just me. And I've recycled a whole bunch of zippers as well, but this was just some zipper tape that got picked up, and I didn't realize how tiny it was. It is fiddly. That's why I loaded up 6 already, like 6 on them, because I'm like, I thought if I'm going to fiddle and faddle, I didn't really want to do it on stream, but here I am fiddling and faddling. I'm showing you it is real. The struggle is real, peeps. Hold on. I just don't have the patience right now to do it. Okay, anyways, that's we got one on. That's not what we want. We want both at the same time. When you look at the teeth, the easier side is when they bent up and slight smile. When they bent down and look unhappy is the most difficult side. Hold on. I don't know what my teeth are, Adio. I thought I tried loading from the other end and it gave me so much trouble. Let's try. Oh, it's a long tape. Hold on. Where's the other end? Here. They kind of both look the same. I don't know. We'll give her a go. Sorry, Canada. Yeah, right. Bilus. We seem to always... We had so many Americans while we were down there apologize. Late to the party was watching the ladies' World Cup. Oh, rugby final. Oh, okay. That's what it was. That's okay. I don't know if I'm going to want to fiddle with this there, Annie-O. Oh, nope. Patience are not there. Okay, we'll just move on because I've already got some loaded. Okay. Anyways. Because I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight anymore. Okay. Pop that off to the side. And then what we're going to do is we're going to place it all the way around. So we get one side on this side and then this on the other side. But to get that nice curve, we're gonna come in with some relief cuts, okay? So we're just going to nip in at our zipper in, I don't know, about every inch or something like that. Not all the way, just like a smidge to give it something. Maybe after. Right now I just want to work on this. There's going to be nothing but a stream of me trying to put a zipper on. And that's not going to be fun for anybody there, Eddie. Okay, alright, so let's do the clipping. Yeah, I was thinking, I think there's one in the house. A lighter. Okay, so here. And I like to do this with like a shorter pair of scissors, so you're not tempted to use the full strength or the full motion of a big pair of scissors, and you just snip right through your zipper. Okay, so about every inch. Just put a little relief cut. We'll do it on both sides, okay? And I find if you double it up, it just takes less time. I mean, you could quadruple it up if you like. Okay, and then we'll just do it on the other side. The white dress shirt is from me. Son was buying jeans. I need a costume for 80th birthday party next Saturday. What did I miss there, Kelly? What did I miss? What's happening? We got a surprise party? We got a costume party? What's happening? You know me, I like to party. Do you like to party? I like to party. Preferably not sick. Okay, alright, that should do her. We'll grab some pins. Oopsies. Push some buttons that I shouldn't be pushing. 60th birthday for a friend. Nice. Nice. And what we're going to do is we're going to attach the inside at the same time. So we're going to work our way from one end to the other, putting the right sides together. So the right side of the inside and the right side on the outside. Thank you, Donna Faye. I appreciate that. I was really nervous. And it took me like a good year to decide where I was going to put it. So it was something I thought about a lot. Like I said, I put like tape around my arm for a couple of days just to make sure I was going to, you know, get used to the idea. And it wasn't going to bother me visually. Because some people, you know, they just can't. They just can't handle that. Thank you. Thank you very much for saying something. Okay, welcome in everybody. If I missed anybody coming in and want to say hello, I mean, you don't have to. You could be your lurker. Turkey lurkers make the stream. I'm not calling you turkeys, just saying. This is the last chance you get to enter in for the September bag giveaway. And we've got 3 of them so far. We're going to try and go for 6. What happened to my TV? Uh-oh. Hopefully everything's okay. I have no more display, so let me know if I've gone astray, okay? So this one, and this one are all up. And I made my own little tags for the end. Little things. So I thought they were kind of cute. Okay. Oh, Melanie and Cynthia Cook. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really love it. And great memories getting tatted with my ladies. I am going to move the zipper head down to just kind of out of the way-ish while we're trying to pin the zipper in between the 2 seams, okay? And I'm kind of have this a little bit of an extra struggle on this one, trying to match up seams from one side to the other because I was using the same pattern. So I got my lining there and my outside there. And if we like visually trying to snuggle those seams together, like one right next to the other, it'll look good. But I think we might be a little smidgy off on that one. So we might have to do little shifties. But a little shifteronis. Okay. You can see there how it's the pink and the blue and then the orange and the white. We want to make sure that the zipper is pinned straight in between and then those seams are like really close to each other. It's just going to make for a more visual pleasing look, right? Like here. You know what I mean? You see what I mean, jelly beans? what I mean? So it'll just look better. Oh, thank you, Laura. I really like it too. I've been putting aloe on it, like literally breaking off bits from my aloe plant and smudging it on it and stuff like that. So it's healed up really nicely. There's only just a couple little spots where it was like really intense, like right around here, that you can feel just a tiny little bit of scab, but it's all good. It's tender. By the time it took 3 hours. So by the time we were done, and she said, "Unless you want white highlights," and I'm like, "Well, yeah, I don't want to go through the pain of it, but I do want the white highlights." And I'm glad I did, because it's along the scissors, around the flower, and stuff like that too. So yeah, but to me it was a pain worth it. You know what I mean? Like I said, it was a flower that represents my mom, and the craft that I literally grew up doing underneath her sewing table, just playing with fabric and cutting up fabric, sewing it back together. Oh, where are you going there, walkabout? Eh? You going on a walkabout there, Sophie? Oh yeah, where are you going? Up in your bed. Can't be the star of the show if you're not up in the bed. Go. Up, 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 up on the bed. Up on the bed. Get up there. Nope, she's being defiant. She's being defiant. Okay, there we go. Around the other way. Just walking around. It had its moments. And, of course, you know, you are getting, like, pummeled with a needle going, you know, so many pokes per second, I guess. Had some epic poking there. I've done some poking in my time, but that's some epic poking. Anyways. Yeah, of course it hurts, but you just do it, you know. Okay, so that is one side. Let's try and get the other one. There we are. Hello, Mom, Papa, Sophie, Lofi. Thank you, Michelle the Quilter. How you doing? How you doing? Good to see you, my dear. Hey, Nadia, how you doing? I'm glad we're back too. We're very aware. It is. Hold on. Let me share the pattern, and I think I did it right. Yes, I did. She's on the ball today, people. Well, sort of. Not. It's okay. It is what it is. Oh, before I go too far, I am going to stitch across both of these ends, because I have done that before and then zip the zipper right off after I just struggled so hard to put it on. So let's scoot over there. Do that. I could be wrong, but I thought that was the one. Hold on, I didn't know the Happy Face Killer was around here. Or what are we talking about? Hold on. I got into the show Dennis Quaid on the ride home about Happy Face Killer. I heard the name of your campground area. Oh, really? Out in British Columbia? Interesting. Wonder if that could be my nickname. The Happy Face Killer. No, I don't want to be that way. Just bizarre. That's just bizarre. Okay, so that is that side sorted. And let's sew around, and then we'll take the pins out and move to the other side. Okay, so here. Hopefully that's okay. I'm glad. Hey, Pauline Frew, how you doing, my dear? If things go right and I'm feeling okay, who's interested in doing a meetup in Ontario? Last 2 weeks of October, Pop has to go for his quarterly, and, you know, he wants me to come with him because, you know, apparently I'm a cool kid and, you know, I'm good company. Or something like that. I don't know. As long as I'm feeling okay. If I'm not, then I'll stay home with I've got a bit of something that we picked up in Florida when Pop was there for his conference, and I I, thank goodness, did not give it to the people I was hanging out with. So that was a saving grace kind of there. But the last 3 days that we were supposed to be like kind of hanging out together didn't happen. So I asked for a redo. Yeah, I did that the other day. I was like, oh, dang, it's been so long, just put that zipper on, too. It was one of those moments you're like, oh, for Pete's sakes, what did you just do? All right, so I'm just going to kind of scoot it back up a smidge, okay? And then I'm going to come over again. So that's locked in there now, that zipper, okay? So we'll just kind of go here. Go that way. Laura Lynn, I love the shape of the zipper pouch. I'm gathering Christmas gift. Nice! Fantastic! Love that. Love to hear that. Okay. All right. Cheers. Cheers, my dears. Cheers. Cheers to yous. Hold on. What's that? If I did a tat, I would get one in memory of my brother who passed when he was 17. Oh, I'm sorry you died so young. Motorcycle accident? I hear ya. He had a Scooby-Doo tattoo, and I would... Oh, Scrappy Doo. How appropriate. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, we're going to do the other side now. Okay, adding our zipper in. Okay. We're just going to stretch her up. Hold on, let's go desk and main so you can actually see what I'm doing. That is quite helpful, I know, if you actually can see what I'm doing. Oh no, well, I'll try and get as far as I can there, Lori, but yeah, I am getting a little tuckered already. So, it's okay. I just missed you guys. You're like my homies. Sisters from another mister and brothers from another mother. Appreciate you. We did do a Zoom on Wednesday. I was feeling okay. I worked on the member project. The other one is, we're going to be drawing a name for that. It is a pink and gray with like stars. Any of the ladies that have been hanging out in the Zoom have seen it, and it's coming along quite nicely, or it came along quite nicely. I'm working on the next project. It is a combination of blues. Blues and a white, and it looks really pretty. So it's squares and half square triangles. Should be relatively quick enough to put together. So if you're interested in becoming a member of our channel, you can just hit that join button below, and that gets you a chance to win the project that I'm working on those Zoom Wednesdays with everybody. And you get to see me in the quilt shop and chat and hang out, and I get to see what you're working on, and you get to share it with everybody, and we have I think we have a generally a really good time. So we encourage each other and enable each other and send each other down rabbit holes. And yeah, enjoy. I missed next week's live as Guild is having 3 Zoom retreats. Oh, 3 Zoom retreats? That's a lot of Zoom retreats there, Donna Faye. Busy girl. Hold on. Coming down to the other end. There is a Jasperson Auto here in town. Same family probably, but I have no idea if they still own it. Or it just has the same name. Is that in regards to the Happy Face Killer? Does anybody else have any arm tattoos? I know Lois does because I've seen hers. And Tracy's got some on her ankles. What was the other one? Oh, near her hip. I remember that, if I remember correctly. OPP's 3. Oh, okay, very nice. Fantastic. Hope you have a great time. Say hi to everybody. Tell them Laura Lynn says hello. Okay, so now we're going to sew around this one. Okay. and then we'll have our front and our back, and then we'll squish it, sew it, squish it, sew it, squish some more, make a hole, turn right side out. Bob's our uncle. We're done. Did what hurt? The tat? This? Well, yeah. You have tats on both wrists. Oh, really? It was getting a little tender down here. I just knew that I couldn't do it anywhere near here where I get my infusions, anywhere here or here. They said no. No. Anywhere here, or on either side of like right where the, where they're going for the good veins. So that was a no. I did ask. I asked last year before I even went to California. So I'm like, are you guys gonna be mad if I get one? Is it not suggested I get one? Sort of thing, because I didn't know. So, but cheers, everybody. All done on the tea. Here, take you outside for a second. And what happened to my TV? I don't understand what happened. Such an odd thing. See if that worked. My machine's still on, and it's going through the same thing. It's weird. Weird. I don't understand it at all. Okay, well, it's fixed itself. The magic of whatevers. Okay. I have 3, but not on my lower arm. Short sleeve, T-cars. Oh, yeah, okay. I thought about getting, like, that's the start of a sleeve, right? So, ooh. Yeah, I can't really see it. But it would all be like flowers. Like I'll get my favorite flower, which is carnation. I love carnations. Very simple, cheap flower, but I love the smell of it. They're pretty. They're pretty to me. That's all that matters. And then of course my sisters, my nieces, mother-in-law. I'd get daisies for my mother-in-law, Gerber daisies for my sister-in-law. Those sorts of things. Fill it up with some beautiful floweries and tats. So. Piercing my ears as a kid caused a seizure. I can't imagine what a tattoo did. Really? I pierced my own ears too. The top too. I'm like, who's paying for that stuff? I'm just gonna do it. Freeze it up, potato. Away you go. I was good with a needle. I didn't need to pay somebody else to do something I could do myself. Sometimes you can see the one on my left arm when I'm sewing. Yeah, I think I've seen that. Seen that in your VODs there, Miss Kelly. Okay, we're trying to just stay about a 1/4 inch away to keep the stitch nice and even as we're trying to keep the zipper in there. Sometimes the zipper moves and you have to come back and do a little ripping and refixing, but that's okay. It is life. It's the joys of sewing. If you're not singing the seam ripper song, you're not sewing. 4 tats, ankle, shoulder, calf, and back. Sounds like a song. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Okay, just trying to line it all the way up to the end. We'll take a look at it to make sure it's all good to go before we do any of the finishing stitches, okay? So let's bring it back to the table. To the table, please, man. Bring it back to the table. Oop. Okay. So let's take a look. Let's see how we did. Did we do okay, or do we need to fix her? Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Take a look. We'll pretend that we've done everything. Okay. I love all the color. I just want to make something really bright and cheerful for you guys, right? Out of all my scrappy bits. Okay, hold on. Are we doing this? Oh, here, let's tuck you in. It's like a big taco. I like tacos. I like waffles too. Hey, taco waffles. Hey, that sounds good. Taco waffles? What do we think about that? Hey Sandy, little zipper, pull, install, head pointed down, then put ends halfway in, upside down V, then pull to U, then push zip on flat end works for me. I love your tip. Aw, thank you, Sandy Little. I enjoy that tip too. You know, I'm all out for good tips. Okay, look at that. Look, okay. So if you didn't want to have it so it pops out its little corners here, you could just like sew all the way around. You could just like, you know what I mean? But we want to flatten that, so we're going to end up squishing this seam, the zipper, right in there, but on the inside, okay? So I think she looks okay. I mean, we could set a little iron to it. We could heat up the iron. And I think we did all right. It's kind of interesting that, oh yeah, no, because we carved it out. I was going to say, we had the same fabric right there. You would try a taco waffle? Me too. It sounded really good when I came up with the idea. Sorry. And then what we have to do is put the right sides together again. Squish this, sew it, and then do a little bibbidi-bobbidi-boo around and leave a little opening, okay? Take care, Kelly. Okay, I have nothing to drink, and I need to go grab something to drink. So if you just want to stick around for a few, I will be back in a moment, okay? I'll put you outside. You coming in? Come on. Come on. There you go. Go on. Go lay down. Do. Okay. We good? Does this sound okay? I did hit the mute, but also the unmute, so. I got myself a Gatorade Zero. Matching my shirt. Give me a orangey today. I have wine. Cheers to your wine there, Lynn. Okay. All right. Iron heated up. Let's grab, hold on. Just grab my little arm. And we'll do some ironing. It's beautiful outside. It's actually quite warm. Didn't unmute. Unmute. How about now? How about now? Hey, Matt Geek. Welcome in. Hello, 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 Matt Geek. Did I push the right button? No, yes, yes, no. Probably not. Hey, thank you, Heather. It's usually something. It's always something. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little heat to the fabric around the edge of the zipper. Don't hold it on too long because most zippers are plastic, but just kind of give those seams a little bit of squishing together. Yeah, I did hit it. I did hit it. Huh. It's most likely an ish me, not an ish you. Okay, just saying. 9 times out of 10, it's an ish me. Hey, Sherlock Sews. How you doing, girl? And I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to meet up either while we were down there. So. Okay, that's one side. And then we're going to do like a top stitch all the way around, okay? So that kind of makes that all nicely one. But we'll finish off the inside first. Or is it be easier? No, we'll do it the other way. It's evening here in the UK and dark already. Oh, the sunset last night was gorgeous. Oh my goodness. I just played outside with Sophie until I couldn't see it anymore. It was like a fire in the sky. It was so beautiful. Just stood out there tossing the ball and kicking the toy and playing with her until I couldn't see the sunset anymore. It was lovely. It was lovely. I try to catch every single one. There was a few that I caught in Florida from the 4th floor like apartment that we were staying at. They were absolutely gorgeous. 23. I think we're about the same. I think we're about the same. Okay, so kind of keep that little heat loving. So what we want to do is we kind of want to put these guys together, their little bottom ends. So this is the inside, this is the lining. We want to leave a gap in the bottom here, okay? Just enough so you can get your hand in, right? Because we want to be able to turn that right side out. So let's put these guys together and sew that, okay? I put my ironed prepared binding on the handling fabric basket that LL gifted to me. Hanging basket. That was one of my drawer handles. Oh, that one! I was like, oh yeah, fabric basket. I've made so many things. I forget what I make. When things pop up in my like Facebook feed or somebody shares, oh, you did this like 8 years ago or 10 years ago. I'm like, I did? Okay, I'll take your word for it. Hello, Miss Helly. How you doing? How's Denmark today? Using Lois's tip of putting your binding in a basket on the floor, I wondered why my binding strip was no longer moving. Had my foot on the basket, foot in the basket. That's not how you're supposed to be a lead-foot Larry there, Tracy. 22 Celsius, that's lovely. Oh my god, I thought I was so slick. Use zipper tape with the pulls already on it. Just now accidentally pulled that. It's such a kick in the pants, isn't it? When you think you got all your ducks in a row and then boop, they're gone. Where'd she go? Oh, she's on the futon. Okay. It is nice to see Miss Helly, isn't it? Sorry. Coughing. Coughing away. It's nice to see everybody. Yeah, it's been like 2 weeks. Missed yous. Yeah, I just was not feeling up for cross stitch Tuesday. Just wasn't feeling the greatest. So I caught up on this stuff. So it got me a little bit ahead. So at least we can do one bag today. Okay, and then we're going to come this way. And we're going to leave a gap about that big. Okay, just so you get your hand through. It's nice to see how this is made. Well, I did mine differently there, Pat Ada, the first time because I had the two fabrics to come together instead of having the gap in between and the lining. So I'm showing you both. I did one clearly my wackadoodle way, and then I'll show you what is actually the proper way. I promise not to lead you astray. Okay, that is not the greatest, but that's okay. Well, we can come back to that. Okay. And then stop with the needle down as you pivot. Make sure your needle down is lift your foot, shift, so when you're like moving things around, you're not going to lose your position, okay? Try and keep a constant 1/4 inch away. want to come close to where the zipper is here, do a little back stitch, and then some machines don't have obviously a zipper cut like I do for my fancy machines, but you just pull away to the side and use a pair of snips or scissors to clip it up, okay? All right, let's go back to the table. Okay. And we're good there. And what we're going to end up doing is pinching the zipper in between here. Oops, I think I should... Oh, darn it, I should have left that open. That was my mistake. Hold on. Seam ripper, seam ripper. What? Everybody sing the song. My mistake. We need it to be like the top one there. So it's just the bottom we needed to hold on to. I'll be back, need lunch. Okay, Sherlock. What was for lunch anyways? I had some cottage cheese. So, okay, we just want to go right to where the flat is, okay? Because there we go. We're pinching it all together, okay? Gotta do it on the side. You're my best friend. Exactly, Miss Allison. Seam ripper, you're my best friend. Seam ripper, right to the very end. Seam ripper, you're my best friend. Seam ripper, right to the very end. Okay, all right. Now let's sort our stuff out here. Okay. Kind of got to get this all together here, and it's not. So we got like two separate parts. Okay. Thank you, Vicky Bush. I appreciate it. It's still a little scabby in a couple of spots, but it's over a week. I was actually it was like, oh, on Thursday. I'm like, oh, it's been a week already. So. Hold on, my brain is farting here. I think I like the way I was doing it before. But you know, you gotta do you. Okay, I don't think that would do, was it? That is the bottom. Here is the side and the top. Okay. It's supposed to sit like this. Okay. So we got to put those flat edges together, okay? Because I put a little binding over top. I locked that in with just some other fabric, okay? Just because it was easier for me to function that way. So now I'm all like kerfluffled. It seems like that's too... We need to go there. So sew there, sew across there. My head's too stuffed for this. Yeah, way to go there, Tracy Albert. Sing that song. Okay, I'm going to do it the way I like it. I did that, but didn't know about sides on and silver. What do you mean sides and with two pieces? You could put batting too, for sure. You know, don't be shy. You do what's comfortable for you. Okay, so here and here. Alright, so that, but we could turn it to the inside. Okay. See, it looks good this way, but why can't I get it to look that great when it's the other direction? It's just the way it is. Yeah, but well, I'm doing it my way there, Pat Ada. You know, because I'm such a rebel. Doing it Laura Lynn's way. Okay, and then on this opposite side, do the same thing. But we also forgot to top stitch, so Line your center of your zipper in with the center of the seam. It is fiddly, but don't be discouraged. Okay, so once we get those two sewn together, and we got our little pouch. Okay. Just like that. Isn't it cute? Here in the past 2 weeks, in the morning, I have not been able to put pressure on my feet without it hurting. Oh, no, is it just temperature change, or like what's going on? Okay, so what we want to do is kind of scoot around the top edge here. Okay, do a little make it the two pieces as one. Do a little top stitch. You can do a zigzag if you like, or just a straight stitch. I kind of like the zigzag, so we're going to go with that one. Or I can do my favorite stitch, which is 071 on this machine, and it looks like a heartbeat. Boom, 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 boom. Making my first quilted large casserole hot pad. That was a lot, but it's 16 by 12 and a half. Hopefully it's not too small. No pattern is, well, no, because casserole pans come in all sorts of different sizes, right? So, okay, I'm just going to kind of balance it right in between. Okay. Take your time. As you say, slow your roll. We don't have to do this. It's just a decorative stitch to make it look a little bit prettier. And I like it. Where are you going there, seam ripper? Love all the pops of color that you're catching. And a great use of all those little 2.5-inch squares that I cut up, and then a lot were donated when I was short some colors for orange and yellow and pink, and appreciate that. So recycling them back into other projects for you guys. And remember, today is the last chance you get to enter in, right? So September, exclamation September, and then GW for giveaway. Okay. Bit of a thicker seam there until they were kneading up. What's coming out there? Now we'll change back to our regular straight stitch, okay, in a 2.4, and then we're going to scoot across the bottom here. I like doing it this way better, but that's just me. You do you. You can follow the pattern if you like. I'm not really notorious for that, so. Sorry. Yes, I have, Sammy D. I was talking about it with Pop, and he's likes my idea, what I came up with, so we're going to go with that. We are going to be traveling, if I'm feeling good, like I said, but on the 2 Saturdays, right? Because we spend 2 days driving there and 2 days driving back, so, and those are usually starts on Saturdays, so there will be limited for Saturday streams for October. I'm just moving my zipper up to the other side here, so I have a nice flat surface to sew. And this is just going to get trimmed off. Okay. Now you could just finish this off by just doing a zigzag or pop it through your serger or overlocker if you had one. Or you can, like I said, just finish it off with a zigzag stitch, okay? Hey Giovanna, how you doing? Sorry. Hey Fern King. Cheers. I got Gatorade Zero. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Thanks for hanging out with me. You're the bestest. Oh, is Sandra there too? I miss Sandra. She coming in? You coming in there, Sandra? You sneaking? You sneaking in there, Sandra? There she is. Been sewing and lurking. Cheers to the lurkers. Alright, so let's trim that off. If we had our right scissors. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Suzanne. Never leave me hanging for cheers. It's rude. It's rude to leave somebody hanging for a cheers. Oh, actually, we're going to redo this one. It kind of got a little buggered. Let's go here. Now, I'll show you. See, right here, it is like right on the threads. So we're just going to kind of come in a little bit better. Okay? It's fine on that side. We're just going to do a little bit better on this side. Just give it a little bit more something to hold on to. Okay? I'm okay. I did manage to catch something. Hey, Chloe. How you doing? I did post here, actually, because I know you were asking about the pattern the last time. So, here we go. There is with the template that I've got this from. It is a free pattern from Riley Blake, okay? So, not mine, not my creation. My trip was amazing. So amazing. Met so many wonderful people of the channel, families and friends, and other like live streamers and game streamers, and got tattoos with, you know, it was awesome. It was awesome. Yay! Good job there, Melanie. Good on you. So what we do is we trim that off, and then you can, like I say, zigzag that up or put another fabric over like I did on this one, okay? I just sewed it on one side and then flipped it and did it to the other. It just tidies up the inside really nicely, and that's my choice, okay? And then I made these little ties for to go on all the projects that I've made for the month of, oops, there we go, for the month of September, for the little pouches, right? Because it's to use up our scraps and make some pouches. We did quilts for all the other months. So this is the first time we've actually had a bunch of small ones to give away and have some fun with. So there's this one too, and then I will just finish off this one quite easily. Okay. By putting some fabric that way and finishing off the tie. So we have here, there, and then I've got some little key ring things and a button. Okay. And then I just take the little chain off. We picked up a bunch of these because we did some 3D printing from the 3D printer and turned some things into keychains. So just loop it through. I think it's like a luggage tag, right? And then on this side, I left that side open, and then I just attached a lovely little colorful button right there. So did I put a knot in it? I did. So what I did is I hid the knot first. So I came up just into the front side of the fabric, but came up in between where the split is. And then you load on. Yeah, I got these buttons when I was with Miss Allison, Tracy, and Lois when we were in California in January. We were doing Disney World and Disney Adventure and Price is Right and all the fun things. It was so awesome. We were actually watched our Price is Right show, Allison, at Lois's place, because we couldn't watch it very well when we were up here, and I couldn't see it because I don't have the proper Hulu or whatever it is. So it was so awesome after all these months to be able to see the Price is Right show with us on it. We were styling, babes. We were styling. Front row, looking good. Bunch of stitchy chicks. Having a great time. Lurker dropping in. Well, hello there, Colleen Sews and Chats. Hello. Welcome in. Okay, hold on. Where did I lost myself here? Didn't take me much. Okay. Hold on. We're just going to seal up the edge there. And then we're going to pop it onto the zipper. Okay. Does anybody have any questions for today? It is going to be a short stream. I'm gonna cut her short. Sorry, normally we go about 2.5 hours. Hey, Connie, welcome in. Welcome in. And then we're just going to finish it off that way. And if you would like a chance to be able to get to win one of the pouches I have made, you just got to go !September, SEPT, and then GW for the September giveaway, okay? And then October's is going to be super unique. It's going to be one of a kind. I may have to fight the person for winning it, though, because the idea I have is pretty epic. So, well, to me anyways. I could only hope you guys feel the same way. Okay, and then a little knot, and then we're going to tuck our tail in through the fabric. So we're just kind of like burying it. You can see how we're coming out about like 3/4 of an inch somewhere else. And then we're just going to give her a little tug, and then snip, and then the tail is buried. Trim off any extra hairy bits you got going on there, because that's not fun. Don't want hairy bits on our tag. Okay, and then this gets looped over. Oh, hold on. Both sides. I think I know you from somewhere. I think so too. I'm so glad that you got to take. Hold on. Oh yeah. For Margaret's final bid. Yeah, if it wasn't for you ladies giving her that number, she would not have won. You guys are epic. I'm like, I don't know your American prices. I'm taking a guess. I'm like, Canada's like twice as expensive. So there we go. And that's the other one. Okay, so we at least have 4. I'll finish the other thing up. I really do like the taco ones size, and I do have some small ones like ready to go cut here. Well, I'll work on them during the week, and we'll be ready for them to give away for next Saturday. Okay, so we're gonna draw. They'll probably go in like an envelope. With a number on them. Oops, sorry, there. An envelope with a number on them, and then you just get to pick an envelope. So you won't know what's in it. You'll just get what you get. So, okay. Thank you, Dawn Stewart. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm gonna go have a nice hot cup of tea, chillax, go bug my boys. It is a cute pouch, and it's free too. Did we share that one more time? There we go. Oops. I think I did that right. I think I did. I don't know. I'm going to hope so. Super cheerful. But I was hoping because of the colors, you know, the pop of colors, and it was like all nice, happy, bright colors. Oh, I need to fix that one. Look, she got a split in her. Oh, no. Medic! I'm going to, yeah, the little space in between. Yes, I would. I would space that up. So, you too, Miss Pat Riemenschneider. You too feel better. Anybody have any questions? Okay. Other than that, we'll see you, what is it, the 3rd? Oh, no, we'll see you Tuesday. If I'm feeling good, we'll see you Tuesday. What's Tuesday? 30th. Oh, wow. The end of the month already. Oi. Other than that, 4th. I guess we'll see you on the 4th. Okay. Stay out of trouble. I know it's hard. It really is. Enjoy your Saturday. Thank you for that. Oh, thank you, Colleen. Thanks for coming in. Thank you, Miss Helly. Thank you, Connie. I hope I feel better too. How am I? Hey, actually, thank you for asking, Annie-O. I worked a little bit on Marcus's sock when I was at the airport waiting for our flight to go. And then I worked on a little bit of pop sock while I was there. Not a lot. I thought it was going to be a little bit more free time, not necessarily free time, but more time to stitch and stuff like that, but it really wasn't. So the time that I kind of had a little bit to myself when Papa's resting or something, I just kind of spent outside enjoying the environment that I was in, or went for a drive, or went for a walk or something. So knowing he wasn't going to be feeling very well. So thank you. I appreciate the well wishes, everybody. Okay, last look outside. Look at those beautiful colors changing. It's absolutely gorgeous outside. That head crud is everywhere. Oh, well, we certainly picked it. I was doing fine until Pop got back from the conference. So I blame him. I blame him for sure. Hold on, let's go. Okay, so we have this one in this cute little pouch. This one. And then this one. And then this one. Okay. Let myself a LL pouch, fingers crossed. All you have to do is enter. It's super easy. We've had Hold on. How many giveaways have we done so far? If September was, no, August was 8, so 9. And there'll be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think we're going to have 18 by the end of the year. So you blame him too. Indeed. Eric says bye-bye. Bye-bye, Mr. Eric. Eric in the wild. I hope he's ready to put up with us in May. You know what I mean? Get well, Rex. Thank you. Thank you. Big hugs, everybody. All right, so if there's nothing else, catch you on the flip side. Stay out of trouble. And, you know, look after you.